Okay, good morning. This is Ia Patsy, and I'm doing this real quick because I've had a friend of mine who's just starting to read tarot, and she wanted to know how does she keep the cards from coming out in reverse when she shuffles. So, I'm going to show her how I normally do it. What I do, and this is for anybody, so I'm going to make this available for anybody who's interested. First of all, I read reversals, but I know there are a lot of readers that don't, all right? And I've also found that sometimes when you get a card in reverse and you're in tune to spirit, you will be told, spirit might tell you to turn it the right way. Um, Sometimes you can turn it the right way, turn it upright, and then keep in mind that it came out in reverse when you're interpreting the message as you get it. Okay, so you could choose to do it that way. Some people, when they get the card and it comes in reverse, they just turn it back, the upright, and they keep going. Okay, and they do the message with the card in reverse. Certain cards are actually better in the reverse, but you'll get to know that as you start to work with the cards more often, right? So anyway, what I do, make sure this is the after tarot deck, right? So, well, maybe it could be the before tarot. Yeah, this could be the after or the before. Anyway, it doesn't matter. They're based on the regular Rider-Waite tarot. So, hold the cards. Make sure that all of them are in the upright before you start shuffling, okay? As you are meditating, getting ready to do the reading, setting your intention, whatever your question is, if it's about yourself, about a situation, but just make sure that the cards are in the upright. Try not to pay attention to the cards, just making sure that the writing is on the bottom and the numbers are on the top. Okay, like the Hanged Man, make sure that the numbers are in the top and his head is at the bottom. That is the upright. This is the reverse for the Hangman. Okay, so just one point, because sometimes that gets confusing. The Hangman is supposed to be upside down in a regular placement. In the upright position, the Hangman is feet up, heads down, right? So just making sure that all of the cards are upright when we start. Then, and this is for any deck that you're using, whether it's a Rider-Waite or an Oracle deck or any other tarot deck, all right? So I guess any deck of cards. So this is the back, this is the front. The cards are all upright. So what I would do is separate them so that both are upright. Okay. And then this is already upright. So take this, you're getting ready to shuffle them together. So you're going to hold it this way, but it's still upright. But you're holding it this way, right? So that when you get this deck, which is upright, you're facing both backs towards the table and both faces up. So this is up and this and this is up. So they're both up. So you hold this one in, I hold mine in my left hand, and I hold the other cards in my right hand, right? The left hand is the more dominant hand, right? Some people shuffle only with their left, some people with their right. Depends on what you're comfortable with. So when you're doing it, you'll see as they shuffle together, they're all upright because they're all facing upright. And then when you put them together, they remain upright. All right, so let's try it again. You separate it. You see this is upright. This is upright. So you shuffle them so that they're both looking at you upright, and then they fall into each other upright. So when you are shuffling them, they're upright when you're looking at the deck itself. So this deck you're looking at is facing up. This deck is facing up. And when you shuffle them into one another, you keep them up and into one another. So that's sort of a bridge. I don't know how to do the one where it looks like a waterfall, that type of thing. I've never been able to do that. But it's a bridge or a fan or whatever. The other thing is just the regular shuffle. So make sure when you pick up the deck that everything is in the upright, and you just continue to shuffle from your less dominant hand into your dominant hand, and just keep the cards upright. Okay, so still up. 1, 2, 3. Still upright. All the cards are going to remain upright. If you shuffle the other way, it's going to still remain the same as long as you keep the cards upright. So just keep looking at the cards, glancing at them to make sure that they stay upright. But once you get the hang of it, you'll know. If you have all the cards in the upright position, and when you lay them out, something comes in the reverse, it may be something that you might need to pay attention to. But as I said, if you don't want to deal with the reversals, you don't have to. And that's why I was recommending that beginner's tarot deck. That deck actually has the reversals and the upright meanings of each card printed on the front of the card. So when you look at it, even if it's in the reverse, you can read the meaning because it's right there on the card. It helps learn. It's just like a tutorial deck, right? And it's not that expensive and is very helpful, right? Until you get more familiar with the cards. And also, use your intuition when you're reading and get the messages that are coming through based on what you know about the card, and also what you feel, what your spirit is telling you, okay, what your intuition is telling you about whatever the situation is, right? So that is how you would do it, like that. If you want to shuffle them this way, same thing. Just make sure everything's looking up at you, and try to keep the cards upright whenever you pick up your deck. And if you are separating them and picking, then make sure that when you put them back, you look at the bottom of the deck and make sure they're all still in the upright, which they should be. Okay, so that is basically how I keep the cards in the upright. I don't, like I said, it doesn't matter to me because I take jumpers, and sometimes when they jump out, they jump in the reverse. And if Spirit says to leave it, then I leave it. But if Spirit says no, turn it, then I will turn it. Okay? Okay, now this card just flew out in the upright. So that's cool. Let's see what happens using all the cards in the upright. What happens with the jumpers? Again, you get these two cards again, came out in the upright. I'm not trying to tell a story right now. Just want to show her how the cards can come out. And like I said, if they come out even as I'm shuffling, now like I said, make sure that you keep peeking at the bottom if you want to keep them straight. Because sometimes you pick up the card, you'll pick up the deck the wrong way, and by the time you realize that you've already gotten 4 or 5 cards in the reversal, and it's because the entire deck is in the reversal. Okay. Yeah, this is the After Tarot. So this is all based on the Rider-Waite deck, but it shows the actions of the characters the next moment after the action in the normal Rider-Waite. And then there's a before tarot that shows the actions before the Rider-Waite. It's cool. And it really tells a story. Like if you want to know where a situation is headed, this is helpful for that. Or how we got to where we are, the before tarot is good for that. Okay, so now these cards all jump together. They're all face up. So I'm going to take them, right? And like I said, they're all still face up. Okay, so far we have the 7 of coins, the world upright, the 6 of swords, the 10 of cups, the ace of cups, the 2 of coins, the queen of swords, the 5 of swords, all in the upright. Let's get 2 more cards. All right, and thank you, Spirit. King of Wands, and 6 of Wands. So there's some victory here at the end. So I'll lay it out like a Rider-Waite spread, like a Celtic cross, right? Because I'm sure that's what you're using right now, that kind of a spread. So this would cover this. This would be the past. This is what's concerning you. This is what is recently that you've gotten over. This is what you had in the recent past. This is what you are, what's concerning you, what's on your mind. This is what you're contemplating next. And this is the outcome. So this is what you're fearing, and this is what the outcome is. So I'm going to take a picture of this and send it to you, and maybe you can read and tell me what this spread means for you. And this is at the bottom of the deck, 9 of Swords. Okay, so thank you very much, and I hope this helps, and I will talk to you later. All right, doll? So be well. Love you very much, and congratulations on starting your tarot card reader journey. It'll be great. It'll be fun and very fulfilling, and it's a good thing to do. Start a new decade, a new way. Okay? So, namaste, love, peace.